Okay, fine. So now we'll start our today's session, right? I think in the last session we have done a detailed discussion on doubly linked list, right? So we'll just gone through that doubly linked list. So here we have that PPT file, along with that the program whatever we have returned in the last lecture, right? Uh, so first, in the last session we have actually going through what actually the doubly linked list and how it actually differs from the singly linked list. So basically in the singly linked list what we have is, in the structure node we have just two elements, and that element are users data and the address of the next node. So here our every node, right, our each and every node of the singly linked list is having only one link part, and that link part is actually preserving the address of the next node. So here the 20 is there, and this 20 is actually what it is, the address of the another node, next node, right? Similarly, if we are talking about this node is having a one more address, 300, and that address is nothing but it is the address of the next node. So basically in the singly linked list we have every node which will have a single link, and that is the link of the next node. So the problem occurs with the singly linked list is what? Let's suppose if you are here on address 400, and if you want to come back here, right, on 300, so it is not possible, right? Here you can go into the forward direction, but you cannot go into the backward direction. So basically singly linked list is only having one address, and that is the address of the next node. So we can go ahead, we can go in a forward direction, but we cannot go in a backward direction. So there are certain problems occurs, and that problem occurs in the delete functionality and insert before functionality, right? And due to that reason we have taken additional pointer variable that is called the previous pointer, which is actually following our current pointer. So let's suppose if your current is on 400, then your previous pointer will be on 300, and in that way we have performed this, we can say, functionality that is called deletion problem and insert before problem, right? Then in the case of doubly linked list, here doubly means there are two addresses are there, right? So here if we are going through the structure of a node, what we have is, we have a data part where we are recording the users data, we have LPTR address, and we have RPTR address. So here there are two links part are there, right? And here you can see we can say our structure is having three part. This LPTR is actually storing the address of the previous node, RPTR is storing the address of a next node. So due to that reason we can say that in this linked list every node is having two addresses, double link parts are there, and due to that reason it is called a doubly linked list, right? So here you can see, let's suppose if you are on this node address 200, and if you want to go back, right, to this node 100, so in that case you just need to refer the address which is stored in the LPTR, right? So if you are moving to the address LPTR, so obviously you can come here, and suppose if you are here, right, suppose if you are here and now you want to go in a forward direction, so you just have to use which address? The address you have stored in the RPTR. RPTR will gives you the address of the next node, so you can come here. So see, in the doubly linked list every node is having two address, one address so that you can go to the next node, another address we have so that we can come to the previous node, right? And in that way we have returned the functionality of create as well as the display, right? So how to create the linked list, what function we need to write, right? And how can we implement a display functionality so that we can print each and every data value of each and every node, right? So that we have written or we have implemented. Now here what we are doing is, today we are trying to implement this functionality which is called Dale node, right? So let whenever user is calling a functionality Dale node, right, user will pass the value. For example, let's suppose if I am calling a function call a Dale node, and inside that if I am passing we can say 15, right? So what it means, you just have to find that node in which data part is having 15, right? So obviously it is this node, and this node you have to delete, right? But see, in the singly linked list we have taken two pointer. One is a current pointer, right? So we have taken a current pointer in the singly linked list, as well as here we have to also refer the previous node, so we have taken a previous pointer. But here this is a doubly linked list, and in this linked list every node is having two addresses, one address for the next node, one address for the previous node. So here you don't have to take a previous pointer. So with the help of only current pointer you just have to perform the functionality. Okay, now let's suppose if we are writing a logic for implementing a Dale node, right? So first what you need to do is you just have to check your first pointer, right? If your first is null, that means the linked list is empty, and if the linked list is empty, obviously we cannot delete anything from the linked list, because to delete something, some node has to be there in the linked list. So here in the functionality of this we can say Dale node, the first thing that is a condition that you need to write right after declaring a current pointer. So first we will declare struct node pointer current. So here we will declare a current pointer, and after declaring the current pointer, what you need to do is you just have to check your first pointer is null or not. So if first is null, right, if your first pointer is null, that means the linked list is empty. And if the linked list is empty, obviously we just have to show the message that the linked list is empty, there is no node is there in the linked list. And if there is no node is there in the linked list, obviously we cannot delete anything from the linked list. So this is what the if condition that we need to write, right? So we are just going to our code block, and I am just making a function called a Dale node, and then we are writing this much things, right? So here we are just going through our program, and here after main I am just writing another function that is called a Dale node, right? So here, or we can say deleting a value from doubly linked list. Okay, so we are just making a function. So here void Dale node, that is the function, and here whenever user is calling a Dale node function, user will pass a value. Okay, so now the first thing that we have to do is we have to declare the current pointer, right? So here I will write say struct node pointer current. Immediately after declaring the pointer, you just have to check your first pointer. So let if first is equal to null, then you just have to show the message that the linked list is empty, right? So here we'll just print say and if the linked list is empty, obviously we just have to come out from this function, we don't have to do anything, right? Otherwise what you need to do is you just have to place your current pointer on the first node, because we just need to search, right, for the value. So here we are just placing our current pointer on the first node. Now what we need to do is we need to search. So your current pointer is here, and you just have to search for that node in which 15 is there, because see in this case user want to delete what 15, right? So simply here we have returned something like this. For example, current is equal to first, so your current pointer is just staying on the first node, and now we just have to search for that node in which data part should have a 15, right? So obviously here we just need to write a while loop. So here we are writing a while loop. While a current point to data, right, is not equal to current point to data, this is not equal to what? The value, right? One more condition, because see, whenever we are searching, we are putting one more condition with this condition, that is current does not becomes null, right? Current do not becomes null, right? So this is these are the two conditions that we have to check, right? Okay. In this case, what you need to do is you just have to move your current pointer to the next node. So here current is equal to current point to RPTR, right? So just this thing, current is equal to current point to RPTR, that we need to write, right? Now what this will do, this will this particular line will set current pointer is on the first node. Now here we are just checking is the data part, right? Current's data part is not equal to value. So what is the data part of the current? It is 5, right? So this is 5. What is the value? This is 15. So can we say that 5 is not equal to 15? Yes, this is true, right? Acha, current is not null. Okay, current is what? Current is 100, right? So 100 is not equal to null. Yes, again this is true. Both the conditions are true, obviously, so computer need to execute this. Now here what you have written, current is equal to current point to RPTR. So current is actually on 100. What is there in the RPTR? 200. So here the right hand side will becomes 200. So your current will move on to the next node, that is a 200. So now your current pointer will come to a 200, right? Now I am just erasing the thing. Okay, fine. So now your current pointer is on 200. Again, this is a loop. So now the computer will just check again the condition, right? So from here you will just come to the header part. Right now again we are checking what is there in the data part of the current. In the data part of the current is 10. So 10 is not equal to 15, right? So yes, this is true, 10 is not equal to 15, so this condition is true. Current, what is current? Current is now on 200. So can we say 200 is not equal to null? 200 is not equal to null. Yes, this is again true, right? So in that case our both conditions are true, and if both the conditions are true, obviously computer need to execute this thing. So again, whatever thing is there in the RPTR of the current, so current is on 200 and this is its RPTR, right? So here current point to RPTR is a 300. This 300 you are assigning to the current, so now your current will becomes 300, and now your current will come here, right? Your current is just coming here. So now your current is on 300. Okay, fine. Now again I am just erasing the rest of the thing. Okay, fine. Now again, because of this is a loop, so again the computer will come to a header part, right? Again it will check current point to data. So here current is on 300. So what is there in the data part? It is 15. So we can say, is a 15 not equal to 15? Because value is 15. Current's data part is again 15, right? So 15 is not equal to 15. No, this is false, right? 15 is equal to 15. So here we know that in the AND logical operation, if any one condition is a false, the computer will treat whole thing as a false, and now the computer is coming here, right? Now here the loop can be broken in a two different conditions, right? If you are getting that value in the currents data part which you want to delete, then the loop will be broken out. Otherwise what happen, current will becomes null. So let's suppose if the current is null, so in which condition the current pointer will becomes null? Obviously the current pointer will becomes null, current is equal to null, right, when the value which user want to delete does not exist, right? For example, suppose user say I want to delete, which value you want to delete? Suppose 75. So here what we are doing is we are just starting from the first node, right? So 75 is here, no, so you are just moving your current pointer to the second node, right? Is 75 is there in the data part? No, again you are just moving to the third node, right? And here 75 is there, no, so you are just going one step ahead. Now 75 is there in the data part of the current, no, then what you are doing is you are just giving a null to the current and current will becomes null. So current, when current will becomes null, that means what, the data value which we want to delete, right, it is actually not exist in our linked list. So here obviously we will write the data is not exist in the linked list, and then we will write a return. Okay, suppose this is not the case, right, where the current is null. So obviously your current pointer is staying where, your current pointer is staying on, we can say, on that node which you have to delete, right? So let's suppose if user say I want to delete 15, in that case your current pointer is staying here. Now this is the node that you need to delete, right? Now before deleting we have to set some links. So what type of link that we need to set? So see, the first thing is, in the previous node here what we have is we have a 300, and on the 300 we have the node which we are going to delete, right? So before deletion of this node, whatever thing is there in the next part, that you have to copy here, right? You just have to put, or you just have to copy this 400 here, so that the link will be established like this, right? After visiting 200, user has to go to the 400, because on the 300 whatever node is there, that we are deleting. So now the thing is, here we have to access the RPTR part of the previous node, because your current is here and you have to modify which part, RPTR part of which node, previous node, right? So here what we need to do is, so see, this is the instruction that we need to write in this way. First you have to write current. So what the current mean? Current is 300, right? Then you write LPTR. So what is there in the LPTR? What is current point to LPTR? Yes, current is 300 and in its LPTR we have 200. So what is the meaning of this current point to LPTR? The meaning of this current point to LPTR is nothing, it is a 200. Are you getting my point? Now of this node, right, of this node's RPTR part has to be changed. So here I am just adding RPTR, current point to LPTR, point to RPTR. This is equal to 400. 400 is what? It's an RPTR part of the current node. So here you just need to write what? Current point to RPTR. Are you getting my point? So see, you just check it out how this line will be executed. This current point to RPTR, that means 400. So you are just assigning 400. I think this thing is clearer to all the student. Now here you are starting with the current, so current is 300. What is the meaning of current point to LPTR? So 300's LPTR is what? It is 200. So this means this is 200. Now in the RPTR part of 200, in the RPTR part of 200, so 200 is this node and this is its RPTR. What you are doing is you are assigning 400, so 400 will be stored here. Fine. Now here what I need to do is, in the next part, right, in the next node of we can say in the sorry, in the LPTR part of the next node, here what you need to do is you just have to store not 300, you have to put 200, because this is the node whatever is there on address 300 that we are going to delete. So whatever address is here 200, that 200 you have to store here, right? So here you just have to store 200, right? So how can we do this? If you are putting a 200, then the link will be established something like this. Okay, when both the link is set, then and then we can delete this node. But how can we put a 200 here? So first you just start with the current. So what is current? Current is your current is an we can say pointer, which is actually pointing to the node on 300, right? Now current is 300. If you write current point to RPTR, so what is there in the RPTR? It is 400, right? So current point to RPTR means 400. Now what is 400? 400 is nothing, it is this node, right? Now in this node, in which part you have to do the modification? In the LPTR part. So here I am writing LPTR. This is equal to what? This 200. 200 is in the LPTR of the current node. So here I will write current, right? Current point to LPTR. Fine. I think the concept is clear, right? How can we set the links without taking a previous pointer, right? So here we are not going to use a previous pointer, right? Everything we are doing with the help of only the current pointer. Now if both the links are set, then you are allowed to delete this node. So obviously we will write what? Free and then current. So whenever this instruction will be executed by the system, the node which is created on address 300 will be deleted, right? But before deletion, you know, both the links, right, of the we can say previous node as well as the LPTR part of the next node, you have set it. Fine. Now the same thing whatever we have discussed here, that we are implementing, right, into our program. So we'll just go ahead with we can say, okay, fine. Now here what we need to do is we just have to run a loop. So while current point to data is not equal to value and current not becomes null, right? What we have to do is we just have to move our current pointer to the next node. So current is equal to current point to RPTR. Okay, if after this loop, if we find a current becomes null, right? So current is equal to null. That means what? The value which user wants to delete, it is not actually there in the linked list. That value does not exist in the linked list. So here we are just showing the message, say /n value does not exist, right? And if the value does not exist, obviously we just have to come out from this function, right? Suppose if the system doesn't come out from this function, that means that value is exist and current pointer is pointing to that node which you need to delete, right? So now the same thing whatever we have discussed, that we are writing, what we need to do is we need to write this instruction, current point to LPTR point to RPTR is equal to current point to RPTR. Fine. So here I am writing current means the existing node, LPTR means the left hand side node, that is a previous node, and in its RPTR you have to set current's RPTR. Okay, similarly currents, that means the existing node. Now we are talking about a right hand side node, next node. So here I am referring RPTR right? So it is a next node. Now next node's LPTR should be a currents LPTR, right? And once we have set it both the link, then obviously we just have to delete, we can say, a current node, right? So the node is deleted. Now this is the thing, but one more thing we have to take care when user is calling a del node function. Now what is it? Let's suppose user say I just want to delete, right? So del node, and user is giving what, say 5, right? So up to here everything is fine, right? After this instruction your current pointer will stay on a first node. Now you just think, this is the node, right, which is actually a first node of the linked list that user want to delete. So obviously if this node, if you are deleting, then the first thing, that is the first should not point to 100, but instead of that the first node should point to this 200, right? So here what we need to do is we just have to put 200. So now our first pointer will point to 200, right? Now we can delete this node, so it is a free current. But the thing is, now this is a first node, and as we have discussed in the last session, first node's LPTR should be a null. So what we need to do is, here in the LPTR of the first node we have to keep null, right? So this code we need to write it down here, right? Suppose if user want to delete that node, right, which is actually a first node, so in that case what we need to do is, first we have to move our first to the second node. So this address you just have to copy into the first, that is the first step. Second step, you just have to set the null value in the LPTR of the first node, right, because first is now pointing to 200, so you have to put null value into the LPTR of the node 200, and then you have to delete your existing or current we can say node, right? So to do this, here what we need to do is we have to write a if condition. If suppose first point to data, right, is equal to the value which is entered by the user, right? So in that case what will we do is we are just writing, say first is equal to first point to RPTR, right? So your first pointer is now pointing to the second node. Now second node's LPTR should be a null, so I am just writing, say first point to LPTR, this is equal to null. The third thing, you just have to delete your current pointer, so free current, and finally your task is done. So we just have to come out from this function, so we are just writing a return. Okay, fine. So del node functionality, right, I think it is clearer to all the students. Now here we are just implementing a menu of it. So first I'm just going ahead with integer, say value and choice, right? Then we'll just start with a do while loop. So do, then here we are just printing the menu. So this is a menu, and in the menu we are giving the option. So printf, the first option that we are providing, so that the user can create the linked list, right? So here I'm just entering, say create. Okay. Second thing, that is suppose if user wish to display the linked list, so in that case choice number 2 will be of display. Okay. The third, if user want to delete, so in that case 3 delete, right? And 4, if user want to quit, so in that case we are just providing option number 4 so that user can exit, Okay, fine. Now I'm just closing my menu. So printf, here we are just closing our menu. Right? Now once we are showing a menu to the user, the next task is we just have to take a user's choice. So what user actually want, right? So here we are just giving say, now enter your choice, right? Now whatever choice is entered by the user, that we need to scan into a val variable. So here percentage d and person choice, right? We just have to test if choice is equal to 1. If choice is equal to 1, we'll just go for a create option. So I'm just calling a function create. If choice is equal to 2, that means user want to display the linked list. So I'm just calling a function display, right? Okay. Here I'll just write else if, right? And again in the else if choice is equal to 3, in that case, you know, we just need to take a value from the user, say enter value to delete, right? And whatever value is entered by the user, that value we just have to store into the val variable. So here and person val. Okay, now we just need to call a Dale node function, right? So we are just calling a Dale node function and we just have to pass the value. So the Dale node function will delete that value. Okay, else if choice is equal to 4, that means user want to quit the program. We'll just simply give the goodbye message, right? And after this goodbye, we just need to break the loop. So here we will write say break. Else, so here the computer will go into the else part if user has not actually given a choice 1, 2, 3 or 4. So in that case simply we will write invalid choice, right? Okay, this loop we need to run while choice is not equal to 4, right? And this is the end of our main program. Here we need to complete the curly bracket, then while, and this is the end of your main program, right? Okay, fine. So we'll just save this program and we'll just execute it. Okay, if first point to data, okay, so first is equal to first point to RPTR, no? So here first point to RPTR. Okay, fine. So menu is there. I'm just creating we can say a linked list with 5 nodes. This 5 values are 5, then 10, then 15, then 20, then 25, right? If user want to see the linked list, user will press option number 2, so that is a display, and here we are showing all the values whatever we have stored, right? So that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now suppose if user say 3, I want to delete the value. Fine, we are just asking to the user which value has to be deleted. Say 15. Fine, so that is actually deleted from the linked list. We'll just check it out whether the 15 is deleted from the linked list or not. So you just select option number 2 and see the 15 is deleted from the linked list. So I think how to delete the node from the linked list, I think it is clear to all the students, right? Now we'll just go ahead with the another function that is called insert after, right? Huh? Hmm. Hmm. Means last node is this, no? If we are deleting a last node, okay. So here we need to put one more condition, right? Let this is the node that user want to delete, right? So in that case, you just have to check. You have to write a special if condition, and what that if condition is, whether user is going to delete the last node or not, right? So last node is having rptr into, you know, the null value into the rptr. So here what you need to do is, if you want to protect so that the user can delete the last node, in that case what you need to do is, here you just have to write one more if condition, right? So here or here. So if suppose current is on the last node, so current points to rptr, right? Current point to rptr, that is equal to null, right? So this is the last node that user want to delete, right? So in that case what we need to do is, it's fine, like whenever we are writing free currents, your current is on the last node, so it will be it will delete the thing. But once we are deleting the last node, what we need to do is, before deletion we just have to set a null value here, right? Because if this is a last node and if user is deleting this node, in that case this node will becomes a last node, and the condition is what, rptr of the last node should be a null, right? So in that case what happened, we just have to put a null here. Now see, your current pointer is here and you are accessing a rptr part of the previous node, right? So what we need to do is, here we just need to write something like this, say current point to we can say lptr point to rptr, this is equal to null, right? So you just have to set the null value here, and afterwards you can delete your node. So free current, and here we just have to come out from this particular function, right? So let's test it. So we are just creating a linked list with the 5 nodes, and this values are 5, then 10, then 15, then 20 and 25. I'm just showing the linked list. So option number 2, display, right? Now we are deleting last node, right? So it is a 25. So option number 3, which value you want to delete, say 25, fine. And suppose now if you are displaying the linked list, it is showing 5, 10, 15 and 20, right? So done. If user is deleting the first node, obviously we have taken care of it here, right? And if user is giving that value which is not exist into the linked list, so this code, suppose if user is deleting that node which is having last node which is having a null value into the rptr, so in that case this code. And suppose if user is deleting any node which is not a first node, which is not a last node, but it is an intermediate node, in that case this is the code, right? So now it won't give error, right? Okay, fine. So now after del node functionality, we just have to discuss we can say another functionality that is called insert after, right? So insert after, so here what you need to do is, you just have to create the new node first, right? First of all you just have to check your first pointer. If first is null, obviously the key value will not be there, right? Because here not only the value, here two things are there. Insert after, then user has to pass a key value, and second, that is a value to be inserted, right? And what you have to do is, if your first is null, that means the linked list is empty, and if the linked list is empty, obviously user can we cannot find the key value, so key value will not be there. So in that case, we cannot go for insertion. So that is what the first condition you need to check. And the second part, what you need to do is, you just have to find this key value. So I just need to put my current pointer over here. I just have to search. For example, user say I want to insert 15. Sorry, the key value is a 15 and I want to insert 17. What you need to do is, you just have to create a new node like this. Suppose the new node is created on address 900. So here we have 900, right? And your new one pointer is pointing to this node, right? Okay. What you need to do is, because user want to insert 17, so first you put a 17 into the new one's data part. Initially you just keep a null part in the LPTR and null value in the RPTR, right? So we just have to set LPTR and RPTR of the new one to null initially. Now what we need to do is, we just have to find a 15. So obviously I will put my current pointer on the first node. I'll just check the data part whether 15 is here. No. Then this 200 means RPTR you just assign to the current. So now your current will come here on the second node, right? Again the same loop process we are starting. Now your current is on 200. Again what we are doing is, we are just checking whether this current data part is equal to the value, key. So no, key is a 15. In the data part of the current, what we have is 10. So again the next part you just assign to the current pointer. So your current pointer will just come here on the 300, right? Now your current pointer is here, right? This is your current pointer. Now see, again you are checking whether the data part of the current is same as the key. Yes, key is what, 15, and the data part is again what, 15. Fine. So in that case, what we need to do, you just think and see how can we set the link. You already you are knowing that this insert after functionality means we are inserting after some node, and the meaning of this function is, you just have to insert the node which will have a 17 after 15, right? So you just have to insert 17. So you have to fit this new one node in such a way that whenever I am calling a display function, the 17 should print after 15. So here first thing what you need to do is, after this node, after 15, you do not have to go to 400, but you have to come to a 900. So here first this 400, right, you have to put it here, where in the RPTR of the new one, right? So here 400, and how can you write it? This is something current, new one, right? New one point to RPTR, right? That means new one point to RPTR. That means we are talking about this address, right? Here what you have to copy, 400. Now where is 400? Here. So that is current point to next. Current point to next. So what is, not next, current point to RPTR, right? So here what is there in the current's RPTR? 400. So this 400 you are putting into the RPTR of the new one. So here you are just building a link like this. Okay. Now what you need to do is, this 300 you have to put here. Okay. And how can we do this? Your current pointer is on 300. This address you have to put it here. So simply you can write what, new one point to LPTR, right? So new one point to LPTR, this is equal to, new one point to LPTR means this part, right, should be replaced with what, current, that is 300. So here I will write 300, right? So I will just write 300. So my link will be established like this. Okay, now this address should be erased, and instead of that we have to put 900, right? So this is a current node, so I will write current, okay, point to rptr, current point to rptr, this is equal to new one. Find this. So here what happened? What is new one? New one is on 900, so you have placed a 900 here. So now this link is deleted, and now from 300 you are just going to 900. Now what you need to do is you also have to modify the LPTR part, this part, right? Here what you need to put is you have to put 900, right? So how can I go to the 400? So I'm just using a new one pointer, so I'm writing new one. So what is new one? New one is 900. New one point to rptr. What it mean? New one point to rptr means what is there in the rptr of the new one? 400. 400 means this node, right? And in its LPTR means here, in its LPTR, what we have to do is we just have to put address 900. 900 is the address of new one. So here what we can do is we can write a new one, right? So this is the way we can perform this insert after functionality, right? Here you need to set 4 links. So what will we do is we are just leaving this functionality on you, right? I think tomorrow is a Sunday, so you just try to apply this functionality in your own way, right? And we'll see whether you can implement it or not, right? The function for this particular we can say insert after functionality, that we will write into the next session. Okay, fine. Now is there any question, query or doubt in my today's session?